What's going on, y'all? My name is Nick.
And this is James, and we're the Eugene brothers. How you doing, Nick?
Doing good, man. We got a good one for y'all today. This one is called "Left Her Husband to Be Fast. Now she regrets it and want a white man." So we got this woman um, on the right side of the screen, and she showed up to Kendra G's singles live, and we're gonna just really just break down the psychology of this woman because we're gonna break down her choices, the downfall of modern relationship culture, and why so many women end up regretting chasing freedom over family. Man, I don't think I have anything left to say. Let's just get right into it, y'all.
Hang up, you call me.
Look at me. I don't know how to get
Is your name Lisa?
It is.
Are you single?
I am.
Do you want to do the questions?
That's right, Russell. No filter. I'm sorry. I'm talking to somebody on my thing.
Do you want to do the questions?
Yeah.
Let's start. Okay, Lisa, where are you calling me from?
I am calling you from Kansas City.
Kansas City. How old are you?
I'm sorry, man. Her forehead is sending me right now, man. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. That just
What's
don't
wrong
make
with
no
it?
damn. It don't make no damn sense. What's going on here? It's a, man, those edges is wild. All right, let's go, man.
Bro.
39. That's right, Pink Gang. No, I'm 44. I'm 44. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop, Kendra. I'll stop. Because I really wasn't planning to do this. I said I'll stop. Go ahead. Come on.
So you're 44.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
What needs to be done?
Girl.
Okay. So I have a lab tech situation going on. Oh, it's my cousin. Hey, girl, I don't know. Did you see I'm on the Kendra G show? Put her on here. I'm about to invite her on here.
AI-powered faceless digital products. It is the
Yeah,
first
it's kind of weird, man. Like she seems like a real
at once. Perfect.
she seemed like a real goofball the way she operate. I don't know, like she's taking everything like a joke, but
Child. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you're a lab tech?
Yes,
Do you have any kids?
I do.
How many?
3.
How old are your 3 kids?
Yes.
How old are they?
How old? 27 today, and then 2 12-year-olds.
Oh, twins?
so before we go any further, right? Because just to give people some context, the Kendra G show, correct me if I'm wrong, James, it's the whole point is that these girls come on the show and they pretty much are going to give their specifications, and Kendra's going to see if they try to find a match for them, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like the girls come, they speak about their qualifications, and they look for love. I think men come on there too. It's not just women, but men come on there too. So I guess Kendra G is the matchmaker, and people on her show is just looking for love.
Kendra G is the matchmaker. So that's the thing, right? So, because I do remember a long time ago, Kevin Samuels was doing something similar for the men. And I think she actually got on the Kevin Samuels show one time, and Kevin Samuel like told her about herself. And
Well, I don't know if Kevin Samuels played matchmaker. I think he did it for only a select few people, but he was more so giving advice to people who wanted to look for certain individuals. Like if you were a man and you wanted a certain caliber of woman, he would tell you what you need to do to attract that caliber of woman. And if you were a woman and you wanted a certain caliber of man, he would tell you if you qualified for this type of man or not.
right, and Kendra kind of did like an offshoot, if I recall.
I think she was on Kevin Samuel's show before, but now she has like a similar model, but it's like a different spin where she matches people.
So the only reason why I'm putting emphasis on this is because you guys just bear in mind, if whoever, man or woman, when you're listening to this girl is gonna give her qualifications. She said she's 44.
44, 3 kids.
3 children. Yeah, 3 children. Okay,
One
so
is 27, and 2 I think are 12. So I'm
so
guessing
yeah,
27, and then she has twins. If the last 2 are 12, I'm assuming.
right. So I guess that's the bigger point is as y'all listening to this, come to the determination. Like, do you believe she is qualified for the man that she desires in her life? You know, I think that's the bigger thing, right? But let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to your 27-year-olds.
Oh, thank you.
By how many men?
By 1.
You ever been married?
Yes.
When did you get divorced?
Because I wanted to be fast.
Yo, this is crazy, yo.
Are
You asked me questions. You want me to stop. You don't want me to tell you no lie, right?
So you divorced your husband because you wanted to be out here in these streets?
I did. Yep.
Well, how did that street life work for you?
It did not. That's why I'm single.
So did you have an affair with your husband?
I did not. I wanted to.
So you got divorced.
You got something to say?
Pause. Yo. So, I mean, you got to respect her honesty, but it's also foolishness at the same time. You divorce your husband, mind you, the 3 children have the same guy. So kudos to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
You divorce your husband because you wanted to be fast. That,
Yeah.
according to her words, she wanted to experience other Pinus out there, right? She wanted to experience the different types of vitamin D that was out there besides her husband. Now that she entered into the streets, it didn't work out. Now she's on the Kendra G show. You see what happens when it's just like, why it's not good to like experiment outside? Why it's not good to like break up a happy home? Think about that. Like, there was probably nothing wrong with the relationship, but she just wanted to be fast. What kind of commitment? Like, what kind of commitment does that demonstrate? For every guy that's watching her right now, what does that say? How you know that she's not gonna leave this new guy for new Pinus out there? Huh?
Why does it always seem like the grass is greener on the other side? Like you had a home, you had a family, you had the stuff, you had what other women actually desire, which is to be wifed up. And you have 3 children and you're not content. And now you try to, like you said, experiment. You try to play the hot girl life. You got burned. And now you still looking. And now you back in the game. Now you have to play the game of trying to find you on a matchmaking show. What? How did that make any damn sense? Like you fumbled the bag.
At 44. At 44 too. It's not easy. When you get older, it's not easy to go through the process of getting to know somebody, having to trust them, having them to get to know your children and be around your children. That's not easy. That is extremely hard when you get a certain age.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to make friends now in your 30s. So imagine finding a suitable partner that's going to gel with you, be compatible with you.
And the thing is, I think there's a statistic out there that said that like when you in your 30s, you pretty much set in your ways. Like what change is this girl gonna have to undergo if she could even? Yeah. What change are you gonna have to undergo in order for you to be qualified for a man? I mean, if the change is even gonna take place. I mean, I know I was tracking on the hairline before, but I'm assuming a lot of that has to do because of the age too. Like she's not getting younger. It's just so much. Yeah.
Because you wanted to have sex with other men.
One particular man.
Okay, so when you got the divorce, did you and that man have sex?
I did.
And what happened after that?
It was horrible.
Do you try to get your ex-husband back?
Yo. I'm sorry, man. This is what I'm saying. You can't take this shit seriously. You can't take this shit seriously. So she wanted to experiment. She got the guy that she wanted to experiment with just to find out that the sex was horrible. Woo!
Crazy.
My
Crazy.
gosh, bro. My
Broke up
gosh, bro.
you broke up a family home for like what? I don't even know what type of I don't know how long it lasts, but like 5 minutes of bad sex, 10 minutes. Think about that.
And you know, all I could think about, you know what's so dangerous about the imagination? think about this, y'all. Think about this. And I hope both men and women is listening to this. You see this woman right here? This fool right here? You gotta understand that because of the imagination, she probably saw this dude. I don't know how this dude looked, but if she was willing to break up her marriage, clearly the guy had to be some form of a looker. Either he was a looker or he was really raising her up with what he was saying. One of the two. And could you imagine she had consistent vitamin D with her husband? I mean, apparently it must have been good. I mean, she lasted so long with her husband for all these years, had 3 children by the guy. For a dude that, you see, this is the problem, right? When you see somebody, y'all, the person could look fit, the person could look tall, though you might assume that this person really knows what he's doing. But this is the problem with the imagination, because you don't know that person. You don't know that person, so you're going to break up your home for a person that you don't know just for you to find out that the sex wasn't good. So that shows you something, right? What if the sex was good? She probably would have stayed with the guy. This is how do you match? How do you match for someone like that?
Yeah, but even then, let's say if the sex was good, what about the other stuff? Was his character good? Was his disposition good? Was he bringing enough the same amount of money as the other husband? Like just because the sex was good, that doesn't mean everything else is good. Like this is why you gotta weigh the pros and cons. Like you rightfully said a metaphor. Is the grass greener on the other side? Why can't you water your own grass and make it beautiful just the same way? You see the other people, you see other neighbors' grass, and you see, oh, they have flowers, they have fruits, but you have lawn too. Why not make flowers there? Why not grow fruits there? You see what I'm saying? Like she had everything, right? Or she sometimes people, that's the thing. Sometimes people think they have to get something, but they don't. You see what I'm saying? Now you broke up a happy marriage. Your kids now is probably living away from their father because they've probably divorced, right? Maybe they do have a good relationship with their father, but are they in the same household with their father? Who knows? Probably not, because most of the time the course is going to side with the woman, and she's going to have all the children, right? But even then, it's just like now you're on live television, you on live internet in front of the whole world. Your kids is listening to this. Your ex-husband is listening to this. Your family is listening to this. They're thinking, yo, you've got a problem. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
Can you imagine you're 12 years old, your mom is on the internet? That's ammunition for the other kids. They're gonna be like, yo, your mom was passing it like giving it up for no reason. Come on, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and meanwhile, what she has to show for herself, a stupid ass grin and a bunch of stupid jokes that she's gonna be saying the whole lot. Check this out, y'all.
No,
Let's go back.
I felt a little ratchet after.
First, did you and that man have sex?
I did.
And what happened after that?
It was horrible.
Did you try to get your ex-husband back?
No. I felt a little ratchet afterwards.
When did all this happen?
About 9 years ago.
How long was you married for?
19 years.
So you divorced your husband of 19 years all because you wanted to have sex with another man?
Yeah.
Do you regret doing that?
Yeah.
So what would you tell to the ladies watching? What advice would you give them?
Don't leave your man, your husband. You can leave a man, but don't leave your husband.
So why aren't you trying to get with your husband back?
Yo, this girl is crazy, man. Yo, I can't take her seriously. I'm sorry, y'all. What the hell? You can leave a man. I mean, she's right. You could leave a man, but don't leave your husband. And that's the conclusion she came up to. But it's just like, notice Kendra, she learned well, because that was what Kevin Samuels used to preach. For all those single mothers out there, go back to your husband. That's the solution.
Yeah.
Go back to your husband. Don't be trying to find some other dude. And this is why I had paused it earlier on. I'm like, listening to the girl, and I'm not trying to cook. I'm not trying to like disparage this woman, and I'm not trying to disparage single mothers as a whole. But it's like when you listen to the qualifications of this woman at the age of 44 with 3 children, and then you hear how she left her husband in the first place, is that someone you want to gamble and wife up? Please let me know. Which one of you is going to wife this woman up now? I mean, she's out here on the internet, like you said. She just told you why she left her husband, and now somebody's going to play Russian roulette and try to wife this girl up? You would be insane. You would be a fool. The best thing that this girl could do, if the man even wants her back at that point, go back to your husband. That's the best advice. Go back to your husband.
But the thing is, though, Kendra G asked her, do you want to go back to your husband? She said no, because she felt
ratchet. Yep.
Ratchet, right? So you got to think about the shame. Yeah, you got to think about the shame and guilt that she must have felt, and probably the pride and ego not wanting to come back to the husband too, because she probably knows the husband might reject her, or maybe she realized, you know, I messed up. I don't want to go back to him. She just want to move on. So there's a lot of things why I don't know why she doesn't go back to her husband, but her advice is sound. I wish she had had to experience all of that in order to give this wisdom, right? Don't leave your husband. But hey, man, it's just tragic, man. I mean, she's funny and she's honest. So maybe there's a simp out there that like that honesty and transparency.
But isn't that the sad reality? The wisdom usually comes from these people that just made a whole bunch of mistakes.
Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes people do have to touch fire in order to learn.
And that's what I've been preaching the whole time. Watch other people get burned by the fire. You don't got to touch fire to know that it burns. You can witness other people. Let other people be the guinea pig. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be the one that always gets burned because you're trying to do it yourself. Like, we have a bunch of wisdom from our forefathers, foremothers, you name it, where they already have gone through what this woman is going through, and they already done express it's not wise for you to leave and break up your home. So
he didn't want you back.
Well, he did, but I didn't.
Oh,
so now there you go. So
yo, he wanted her back and she didn't. That's crazy. Bro, she's a straight cartoon. Yo.
That's what I'm saying.
She's straight cartoon, bro.
That's what I'm saying. How can you take this girl seriously? See, and this answers what I was saying before. Kendra G gave her the best advice. Go back to your husband. So now you're absolutely right. The husband wanted her. Is now her pride coming into effect? Man, the Bible is undefeated, yo. It says pride is the beginning of all sin. You seeing this girl fall so? It said, what is it? A haughty spirit pride comes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before the fall. Look how she's falling right now. All that pride, all that hubris,
Bro,
because you feel ratchet.
the
You're
husband
supposed to
wanted her back, and she said no. So you found a guy that you've been married for 19 years, had 3 kids by, and he's benevolent enough to forgive you. Think about that. His heart is magnanimous. This guy has showed her mercy and grace and forgiveness, and she doesn't want him back. That's crazy. Crazy.
Bro, check this out.
Okay. So Lisa, Kansas City, 44, works in a lab tech, mom of 3 kids by her ex-husband, who she left because she wanted to be out in the streets. What's your zodiac?
You know what, Kendra? Can we use a different?
What you said. You said you want to be out. I only know the things that you tell me. You know this. Here's the deal. Y'all know I only know what you tell me. So if you don't tell me, I don't know.
Okay. So, hi everybody. I'm Lisa from Kansas City.
What would you do with free rent for a year?
She's trying to clean it up right now. She's trying to clean it up right now because she don't like the wording.
Yeah, because she look. I look to Johnny X Torpedo clown. Yeah, she knows she looks like a clown.
Bro, she don't like the verbiage that she left her husband to be fast. So she's trying to clean it up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Approximately 19 years, and I left my husband because I wanted to be out in the streets.
Okay. All right. And what's your zodiac sign?
That don't clean it up.
Gemini.
It doesn't.
That don't clean it up.
Of course you're a Gemini. Of course. So now with all that being said, what kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for a white man. White.
Yo, this is what I'm saying, yo. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like this girl, she's the Lulu, yo. That's the term. Yo, she's not in touch with reality at all, man. At all. She wants nah. Yo, that's crazy. She wants a white. What to say after that?
Bro, she's living in a cartoon world, bro. She's living in her own world right now. My goodness.
What is she saying right now?
Lisa, are you being a comedian?
No, I'm being for real.
Okay, why do you want a white man? Why you want a white man now?
Because I think they're a little bit more in tune with us.
And look at Kendra G's face. She looks so unamused, like you. Okay, so you played with a brother. You know what I'm saying? You left your family to go to the streets. It didn't work out, and now you want a white man. And she's looking at. She knows as she's writing her profile that this girl ain't gonna get no suitors. Ain't no way. Ain't no. Look, let me tell y'all something, fellas. I don't care what background you have, black, white. I don't care. Asian, I don't care. No man should pick up this woman. No, you would be a matter of fact, you said it right, James. You would have to be a simp. You would have to be a simp to pick up this woman. Because if you taking this person seriously, you're gonna squander all your resources, all your goods on essentially. She said it. She felt ratchet. That's what she is. She's just ratchet. That's her words, not mine.
So she left her benevolent husband who was willing to take her back, and now she wants somebody to accept her and her past along with her 3 kids.
Man.
At 44. I'm telling you, man, faith is a powerful thing.
Faith.
Miracles, yo. I'm telling you, miracles. They be wishing upon a star.
Hey, man, The power of prayer. That's what it is.
Crazy.
Mercy. All right.
Sensitive atmosphere.
White man now.
Because I think they're a little bit more in tune with a sensitive atmosphere.
What does that mean?
So no black men, just white men only.
White men only.
Okay, what else you want besides he got to be white?
Children over the age of 12.
So white men and no kids over the age of 12.
No, under the age of 12. Sorry.
White man and no kids under the age of 12.
Right.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Black men.
Whoa.
You're not trolling me. You're being serious.
Kendra, now I opened up the conversation telling you what I was looking for. Nothing.
Why don't you want to date black men ever again?
I don't, because it's just too much. Baby mama drama. Give me some more, T.
Wow.
Girl, you
wait. Time out.
She just
that don't even make sense. Baby mama drama. You had a husband. And he gave you 3 kids. What are you talking about? She just making up stuff right now, bro. I'm telling you, she's yo, this is I don't know what I'm watching. This is like a fantasy, this is like a fantasy world she's living in right now.
Yo, this shit don't make no sense. And it's to paint all black men baby mama drama. That's how they
white men. They act like white men don't have baby mamas too.
Everybody, every culture,
yo, I'm telling you, bro, she's a cartoon. She's crazy.
Because you want to be out here in the streets with your vagina.
Are you judging me because I wanted to use my vagina somewhere else?
I'm not judging you. I'm just letting you know that you talking about black men and they're going to talk about your ass. They're going to say you had a husband who married you. You was a mom of 3 of his kids.
Amazing man.
You left your good ass husband to have sex with some man and the sex was whack. So
as hell. Whack as hell.
Yo, did you just see the girl? She's here, she's doing the clam claps or whatever they call it, like, and she's here dancing, and then you went to see another man whack as hell. That's what she's a comedian. She's a comedian.
That's what I feel like. I feel like she's here either to promote her comedy, or she's just like looking for clout, because ain't no way she's on here acting like this. There's no way on live internet. No, there's got to be some benefit to her, like benefit for her to like boost her numbers or boost her ratings or something.
Damn, bro. That's what's getting me. That's the part. This right here, I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all gonna have to help me understand this thing, man. Yo.
You see, she's a cartoon.
So no black man.
None. Wait a minute. Okay, you know what? Let's back up a little bit. I will take a black man, but he has to be from like Nigeria, like somewhere out of the country. No American man.
Okay, well that's easy. You want a man from Africa that you can marry and bring him to America?
No, I want to go over there.
Okay, well that you get a husband by the weekend.
Will I?
Yeah, there's a lot of Nigerian men that want to leave Nigeria and come to America. So you just go tomorrow and get married on Saturday.
Well, okay, I think that's what I'll do.
Okay.
But I would have to leave my kids here with their father.
Man, this yo, I can't take this girl seriously, man. I can't take this girl because African men, they're very strict. They don't play that. They men outside of America, they really don't play that game at all. At all. I don't see her lasting in a relationship with an African man when they really demand a lot of submission from their women. And this is a girl who's gonna just, Again, I guess Kendra was talking about like for the papers. Yeah, they probably will get, they'll wife you up to get their papers and then discard you. But this girl, I can't take her seriously. There was another video um, from the TikTok to Dr. Becky, and I think she does an amazing job explaining the problem with like modern dating. Like, let's check this out.
Our generation has become so sick. We have turned the most beautiful thing, finding a partner, into something so ugly that we now think you can form a deep, genuine connection with anyone. There are billions of people in this world. You can always find someone hotter, smarter, richer, better body, taller, more fit, whatever you're looking for, younger. But you know what you're not going to find? You're not going to find that connection that you built with someone special. You're not going to find one. And that's what we are taking for granted in today's dating world. Just because you see a hotter person pop up on your screen. Building a connection is saying, hey, I love what I have with this person. I'm going to make it work. And I don't care who comes by. They're not going to interrupt this bond, because this bond is special and bonds cannot be replaced. So yes, you can replace the physical body. You can replace something better looking, but you cannot replace the soul connection that you have. And some of you need to just sleep on that. That's all.
She's right. She's right. Yo, that is one of the most simple and yet most profound advice anybody could give. Because you can replace everything, but you can't replace that bond. Think about it. Think about all the conversations you had with this person, all the memories and shared fun that you've had with this person. Think about that connection you've built over time. And that connection was not easy to develop. Think about it. You spent 12, 10, 19, 20 years building that relationship. You know that person knows you. They know your insides. You know their insides. They know your outsides. And you've developed that bond, that chemistry. You can't replace that. You got to start from ground zero again to build that back up with another person. And that is a difficult thing to do, because you got to take care. So you got to experience that same ups and downs with that new person. It was taxing the first time with the person that you made a bond the first time with. It's going to be even more taxing when you get older and you try to replicate that bond with this new individual, and it may not even work. Think about that. It's like building a bond. It's like you've built a house. You've built a house brick by brick, and you've dismantled the whole thing in order to try to do that again. And you know how hard it was to build that first house.
Yeah, I think the girl. Matter of fact, before I even go in, for those of you who are in the chat, please let us know what do you think is the root problem of modern relationships, modern dating today. What do you believe is the issue that we're dealing with? This girl, Dr. Becky, I think she said it best, right? Like she pointed out that you can always find quote unquote better. And I say quote unquote because what you perceive to be better is only outwardly, right? And I think that's what took place with that other girl in the beginning on the Kendra G show, right? She was already married, and this other guy that she wanted to freak down, from the outside looking in, she perceived that individual to be better. You can always find a taller individual. You can always find a person that makes more money. You can always find a person that's more fit. For the men, you can always find a woman with bigger boobs, a fatter ass. I mean, you can always find better. But in the process of getting to know this individual, what's their character like? Can you see yourself actually building with this individual? Because again, especially for the men, you work so hard, whether it be through schooling or even if you took an alternative route, but you bust your ass for all these years to establish yourself. And divorce is devastating for anybody. And just like you said, you built this house, you're gonna dismantle this house and try to build again. That's heart wrenching. That's heart wrenching. Because again, it's like what happened to grinding it out? What you see, there is no such thing as a perfect relationship. I think that's the key. There is no such thing as a perfect relationship. There's no such thing as a perfect individual. There's always someone else. But when are you going to be content? We made this analogy before, right? But this is literally going back to the garden. If you already had everything at your disposal, you could eat freely from everything. Why the one thing that you can't have is the thing that you seek after? That is human nature. You see, that is the wickedness that is innately in you. You're not content with everything. You're not. You see, this is the thing, right? This is why a lot of people. I think it says in the word, like, you ask, but you ask amiss. Why? Because you want to consume it on your own lust. Like a lot of you probably not. Some of you are probably praying in such a way where you're not gonna even get what you really desire because you're asking in such a way. You're praying in such a way where all you want to do is get more. What more do you need? It's not about, I've heard one time a man by the name of Sean Cannell, he was saying that it's not about your resources, it's about your resourcefulness. A lot of you already have tools at your disposal to get everything that you need, but you always think you need to do more. You need to obtain more. And then, mind you, there's people with less than you that's still winning out here, proving that it's not about the resources. There's people out there. You ever seen dudes like Bill Gates, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen his wife or ex-wife? I guess at this point, right?
Yeah.
No, that's like Melania Gates. I think is still with him. Have you ever seen the wife?
She left. I think
She did left. Okay, so but what's my point? She wasn't a looker. No, I'm just keeping it a bug. I'm just keeping it a bug. She wasn't a looker.
Don't come for her, yo.
No, but what's my point? Is like a lot of these rich dudes, they don't even seek out these tens. They seeking someone, and now mind you, to granted, it didn't work out. But they seeking dudes that's like, yo, I could do a lot more with a lot less. I don't need someone that's super high maintenance, and that's usually what comes with these crazy. Now I'm speaking to the men now, right? But that's usually what comes with a woman that's a 9 or 10. This woman is gonna be super high maintenance, and you're gonna how are you gonna build it if you're always spending your money? I don't want to be too long-winded because I want to read some of the comments. But I have my wife, right? I really appreciate her because we didn't even go on dates. Our dating, especially in the beginning, we were just walking around talking. You see, and that's the thing. When a woman really desires you and really likes you, they're not gonna need your money. They content just being around you. That's a red flag some of you are missing. If you're with a girl and they always need you to spend, we gotta go here, we gotta go there, and it's always the only way they can have fun with you is tapping into your resources. That woman don't really love you.
Another thing too is just like our ancestors, they didn't have the capital resources we had. Think about it. Like 30, let's say 30 years ago, they wasn't making the same money we was making. Let's take it back 100 years ago. You think they was making the same money we had? And think about it, there was people in the Caribbean, people in Africa, there's people all over the world that didn't have the same jobs that we have or the same level of education that we had. How did they make it work? How did they make their marriages work? Think about that. So they had something. They valued each other rather than valuing, all the superficial dumb shit, right? It was about the bond and the connection. Now think about how strenuous it is, right? Just the sheer time it takes to know somebody, to get to like them. And then you're willing to forego that let go of that in order to develop a new relationship that's going to take that same amount of time and effort. And mind you, you don't have the same strength, the same zeal. When you're young, you have all the excitement and the zeal necessary to actually fulfill your dreams. But now you're getting older. Things are getting to slow down. Now you've become a little bit more jaded. Now you see people's character. Now you develop trust issues. Now you've gone through some stuff. Now you have some walls up. Your boundaries is up. And now you're going to take your ass in the dating world and try to make that work. That don't make sense.
Yeah. You can see in the comment section, Big Sexy number 1. Okay. He got 172 likes. He said social media has destroyed us. I agree 1,000%. You know, before the world of social media, you know, a lot of these women didn't have nearly as much, what's the word? I guess options presented to them as before. And now you have a bunch of people that's blowing up their inboxes. No, it's just fact. Like I'm talking about during the village time. Like what you know what I'm saying? There was you had dudes that
no distractions. Yeah,
you know,
right. No distractions.
There's way more options now, way more, you know, just BS. Social media destroyed a lot. You know,
men go through that problem too. They feel like okay, they see like they look at it, they use Instagram like a catalog book, as if to order a bride or something. Like I want you, I'm sliding in DMs and I'm flying you out automatically.
Yeah, DMG say people are in love with falling in love. And I think that speaks volumes, right? Because it's like that speaks to more so, I think that's like the Disney effect. You know what I mean? Like the Pixar movies, the Disney movies, like they've romanticized everything. And it's like, I don't think people actually know what love actually is. I think it's for them, it's like like he said it better than I could. They fall in love with falling in love, just the idea of falling in love, but not the actual work itself. And a lot of things, the problem too with a lot of these movies, have you ever noticed they always end when the journey actually starts? Like they show all this fighting to enter into the relationship. But once you get the girl or once they get the man, the movie ends. They never show you the grind after. So you see, so people in people's mind, they think that's the finale of it. They believe that, oh, okay, I just need to get the person. And that's the reason why when they get it, it's like a game, right? It's like a video game. Like, oh, I beat the final boss and it's game over. And at that point, it's just like, okay, so I guess what's next? Let me go to the next adventure. Let me try. But no, guess what? Reality is not that way. That's when the actual game starts. This is when there's a whole new set of bosses. There's a whole new set of levels that you have to grind out. You have the children or multiple children, life in general, jobs. You get what I'm saying?
That's not sexy, Nick. That's not sexy. That's why it's not sexy.
That's true. You can't market that.
Yeah. Staying in love is not as exciting as falling in love. That's what it is. Working, the idea of, you see, when you equate love to actual work and discipline and diligence and consistency, now you make love sound ugly. You don't make it sound appealing, which is the truth. Is, you know, like falling in love is like fruits, right? But then staying in love is like the vegetables. Not everybody likes the vegetables. They don't like the bitter greens. They don't like that, but it's the healthy part. That's the healthy ones, right?
Yeah. People withering away in their 30s and 40s, waiting for the next best. Oh man, yo, this is literally what we were talking about. And notice that in the word, which is so beautiful, withering away. You see, it's like they don't have no enduring substance. They just dying off. They said dating apps are 100% a scam. This person said it again, right? Social media has ruined everything. Northern Wolf, he got 109 likes for this. He said, after my divorce 12 years ago, I have chosen to just remain alone. And this, I think this is sad, right? Because I think this is where we at right now. We in a society where people, they don't have no real solutions. And I think when they kind of get jaded and they come to the conclusion, I'm just gonna remain single. I think that's, I can't even fault people for coming to that conclusion, but this is where I think it's dangerous because, it's actually coming from a place of hurt and not necessarily a solution per se. Because I think what we ought to be doing is coming up with preventative measures, right? Like, what about the people that are in relationships already? Right? You can't give them that as a solution. Or it's better to remain single. No, that's not right, because you're gonna end up breaking homes. You see, like when we have these type of conversations, it's so multifaceted that you sometimes cannot tackle everything all at once. So you have to talk about the best case scenario. Hey, House of Lamar, shalom to you, my brother. Good to see you. We can't talk about everything all at once. So we got to talk about the best case scenario. And the best case scenario is from the very beginning, right? Be fruitful and multiply. So the fact that we need each other to be fruitful and multiply, then the next thing is, how do we remain together? How do we remain together? How do you have the endurance substance? And the thing that I'll go even further, right? The endurance substance it extends far beyond just men and women. Like even in the realm of keeping friends, you don't find it amazing that people can't even maintain friendships anymore? Like, you see, this is the kind of stuff that is talked about where the love is waxing cold. Like, there is no more enduring substance. And the moment somebody tells you something that you don't want to hear, the moment you caught up in a situation that's unfavorable, people wither away. Just like that man said, they just fade into the distance. Nah, I can't deal with this hardship. They throw up the deuces, and then they try to rebuild something from scratch. What you were going to say?
Here's the problem. These married couples think they have to do it alone. You have a community of other married people out there that can support you. You have so many elders that are married that can tell you the truth about what marriage is, how they stayed alive for 40, 50 years, still going strong. This is the problem. Where is our community of married individuals guiding other married young individuals and telling them this is the truth? This is how you make your marriage last. This is what marriage entails. Where is that? You're not alone. Why is your parents guiding you? They were married. Your parents are supposed to tell you the truth of what marriage is, what the details is. What's the job of a man? What's the job of a husband? Your grandparents. Like, these things shouldn't be. You see, the thing is, we've been so detached from community. We think like we have to. We think we have to do this by ourselves alone. We don't.
But you know what's community today, James? The person said it. Social media.
The echo chambers.
Echo chambers. Yeah. Echo chambers. Yeah. No. Yeah. Social media is the community today.
But
you
wrong.
No, absolutely is wrong. You see, if you're in an echo chamber of other bitter women or other bitter hurt men, and that's all you're hearing, then no wonder. A lot of people are, and here's another thing too, right? You said it best. You were supposed to get your advice from other married individuals. What the hell you gonna get your advice from somebody who done been divorced 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and he's here trying to present himself as a relationship guru? Matter of fact, I was looking up the other day. What is it, Darren Jackson? Was it Darren Jackson? Derek Jackson. There you go. This nigga right here made his whole living. Let's put this clown up there, yo. Derek Jackson, bro. This nigga right here, and I'm not gonna front on Derek, right? Because this dude made his entire livelihood trying to finesse women into thinking that, oh, don't put up with a man who, you know, plays you and all this shit. And then guess what? You know what this dude ends up doing? Can you guys see his face? This nigga makes
He
his
ends up
living
cheating.
off of, yeah, he ends up cheating. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, this is the relationship advice y'all getting your information from. And this is why you can't take these people serious. And this is why, you know, you
It
would
makes
hear
marriage
like
look weak too. It makes marriage look
you
weak.
it does, but this is what I'm saying. You have advice like the Bible where it says that a deacon, right, or a bishop has to be a man of one wife, right? Meaning that he needs to have at least a wife. Because how the hell is he going to be counseling anybody in the quote unquote community or the church, the congregation, if this man doesn't even have a wife his damn self? You see, this is the kind of stuff,
True.
again, you got to be getting advice from people with the actual experience, not from people that don't know what the hell they talking about, people that haven't lived anything. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be aware who you listen to, your ear gates, y'all, your eye gates. Be careful what you allow to enter into your body because not everybody is equipped or qualified to be giving you advice in the first place. Even matter of fact, I'm gonna love you enough to even say,
That is a fact.
even us. You need to scrutinize, like, yo, why should I be listening to them? What makes them stand out? You got to question everything because, again, just because somebody has a mic and a camera, that does not mean that they qualify to be giving you any advice. And especially
That's
if it
true.
doesn't line up with the book.
You got to see their
And
lives, their track record, all of this, the consistency, what people say about them. That's not easy, man. It's not easy.
House Lamont said people have bad intentions too. Can you expound on that, my brother? Can you expound on that? But yeah, man, this is what I'm saying. It's like it's so sad because I be seeing, you know, like the relationship world, right, as a whole, and I find it crazy because on both sides, both men's side and the women's side, all I see is a bunch of hurt individuals, and they all advocating for the breakup of
Yeah.
families. And this is why I actually do commend people like, you know, Kevin Samuels, who, you know, he made his mistakes. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna crucify him. But at the same time, it's like he Kendra G, we heard her earlier in the show. When there's these breakups, right? They tell you go back to your husband. Go back to your husband. I think you brought it up yesterday, right, James, about like Israel and how Israel was you know, the Most High gave them up, right? All right, fine. You don't wanna submit. All right, do your own thing. And after they kept getting whipped over and over, what took place? Israel had to return back to the Most High. You
Yeah.
return back to your husband. That's your solution. You're not gonna find something better out there. Yeah, House of Lamar say, yes, know what they have need of, like Sirach. Some will counsel you to make certain decisions. Oh, I know exactly the verse you're talking about. Yep, very good point. Yeah, be careful because some people will give you counsel only to benefit them. Derek Jackson, he's giving you advice. Women, you don't gotta stay in this relationship, but he's grifting y'all. He's only telling y'all this type of information because he knew that there's a bunch of bitter hurt women out there that he could make a market out of. And what's so crazy is that, and let me show you the stupidity of some of these women. Let me go back here, right? This brother Derek Jackson, at the time, I think he had about like 700,000 followers, right? When the fiasco came out of him, um, the fiasco of him cheating on his wife came out. And let me look up Derek Jackson now, right? You have Derek, let me see if I hope I'm spelling it right. Jackson. I want to show y'all why people look at this, y'all. What do y'all see here? 1.7 million followers. You see, so this man made a living off of deceiving women, how you shouldn't put up with a man that cheats. He gets caught cheating just for this man to get a bigger following. He gained over 1 million more followers and he's preaching the same exact thing. And you know what it is? Because people, they don't care. We have such short memory. We just like, yeah, let's just follow it because it tickles their ear.
You know, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something very unpopular. I think if you're in a relationship, you should stop social media.
Ooh.
I think this is a very unpopular opinion, and the reason why I say that, if you don't have a business on social media, if that's not your primary bread income, you don't need social media. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because one of the best experiences in your life is to actually be unplugged and detached from the internet and social media. Because what that does is it draws the people around you closer. There's going to be a level of boredom out there. However, that boredom can be filled with actual activities like riding a bike, doing jump rope, going swimming, doing all the fun stuff to keep you alive, to keep you excited, actually living the world. You see what I'm saying? Actually living the world, because you don't have social media to distract you. Now you have the real world to distract you. Now people can start living again and start building genuine connections again. You see, it's most people won't understand what we talk about, but if you had that approval experience, right? If you go to like these third world countries and you actually see how they live, if you see how they live, if you had that experience where you go in the wilderness, go touch the nature, go in the forest and see how people live, you'll see the simplicity of life, and you see how people can easily create bonds with each other. And these bonds are not easily broken. They are extremely, extremely, extremely strong. Like, just go to a camping trip. Just go camping, and you'll see how, when there's no distraction in front of you, how easily it is to bond with people.
Mm-hmm. All right. You had Hustle Marcel, let him cook. I agree with yeah. Social media also creates unrealistic expectations, and
Yep.
someone will even compare their marriages to others, causing conflict. Yo, that is
Yep.
so true. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you could compare until you blue in the face, right? There's always gonna these people. They present only the best version of their relationships. They present the best version of themselves. And the thing is, if you go about trying to judge your marriage and be like, how come you don't treat me like the way that husband treats her? You know what I'm saying? Why you don't treat me like the way this man treats you? When you do that, you start comparing, you're gonna fuck up your relationship. That's just
Yep.
keeping it a straight up fact. You're gonna F it up, you're gonna blow it to smithereens, and then you here now you have a what's it, a conjured up
Mm-hmm.
argument. It
Yep.
didn't even happen organically. You conjured up the argument, and you see. I've seen this happen all the time, where these men they find themselves in arguments and they leave head scratching, like how we even got here, like
Yep.
what happened? It's a form of witchcraft, really, because you in here, you just like you having a beautiful day, right? And then somebody hits you with some bogus bullshit, and you men. You see, this is when you have to be real leaders, because when you start to see that comparison take place in your home, you got to learn to shut it down. Be like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not
Yeah.
going to do that.
Because you know
We're
what it
not
does?
going to do that.
It escalates. It first becomes, why you don't dress like this person? Why you don't look like this person? And then, why you don't do this like this person? And then eventually it's going to be, why are you not this person? Comparison is the thief of joy. And then guess what? They want to mold you into the person that you're not supposed to be. Like,
That's it. Man, honestly,
you're not
you
that
guys,
person. Like, understand, like, you are your own individual. If you want that person, just go ahead and get that individual then. If you want that person, go get that individual. Don't get me. I'm different. I'm gonna dress differently, talk differently, act differently, because I'm me. You
yeah.
see? Yeah. And some guys got to stop doing that too. Some men and women, they both got to stop doing that. They got to stop doing that, because men too, When every time you look at these pictures, now what you're doing is you're sending messages to your wives. Oh, maybe I need to get lip fillers. Maybe I need to get breast augmentation. Oh, maybe I need to get my butt bigger and get a BBL. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Facts. Hey, you guys, we hitting the hour mark. I do gotta go soon, but please, you guys, if you guys are enjoying the conversation, if you found any value in this live, please hit the like button. Please share, right, to friends, families, loved ones, you name it. Maybe it can edify somebody. But fundamentally, y'all, don't be like this woman. Let me see if I could put her back on the screen, right? This clown of a woman. Don't be like this girl that went on the Kendra G show that blew up her entire. First of all, not only did she blow up her family, it seems like apparently she blew up her edges because them shits is totally gone. Like, don't be this woman right here that done blew up her family, her edges, all because she was literally chasing vitamin D, right, from another dude. And guess what? When she got with that dude, she, with her own mouth, said that, oh, it didn't last because the sex was whack. You serious? The sex was whack. You had all this imagination. This Lamar blew up edges is catastrophic, bro. Hey, that's what she did. Her shit is gone. And the thing that's so crazy is that she here had a stable household. The man, 19 years. Bro, that's so crazy to me. 19 years married, she blew it up because of the fantasy for a what if. Don't ever replace something concrete for something intangible. What the hell are you doing? So you blew up a marriage of 19 years to be with somebody that you thought was going to give you some D and lay it down on you. And guess what? This shit was whack. This shit was whack. And I'll go even further. Even if it was good, that's not to say that his character would have been good. He probably could have been a player. He probably could have just wanted to dick her down and then go on to the next one. We don't even know. But that girl, let me put her back on the screen. This girl, now she's all by herself. And now she's on social media trying to find love. Now that she's the age of 44. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. It's a waste of time. No, I tell you right now, anybody that picked. Matter of fact, what I didn't even show, and I'm not gonna show it, but there was a part in the video where I think Kendra G said, "Okay, stand up." Did you see that part? He was just like, "Oh, stand up and turn around, right?" Because I guess that's what Kendra G, does to, like a body check to see if the woman is fit enough for these potential shooters. And the woman is not in shape. This is what I mean. This girl is done. She's washed up. She's cooked. There's nobody's gonna take her. I promise you that. I promise you that. She's done. And her best bet is to get rid of the pride and go back to her husband. I mean, they'll lay it down, but they're gonna bag, beat, and bounce. I promise you. They're gonna bag, bro. They are not gonna wife her up. They're not gonna wife her up. No.
There's some simps out there that's like, I can work with this. There's some guys like that. I can work with this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Them edges is fine.
The edges are fine.
I could forgive her past. She what she did in the past was her past. She's a changed woman now.
Derek Jackson all day, right?
She had a come to Jesus moment when now she's.
Yeah, you have House of Lamar saying bag seat, bag shot, and yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That's all it is, man.
What's up with these BBBs?
Yeah, that's it. I got quite a bit of coffee, my sister, so I'm on one today. You good, my brother? Hey, man, look, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about, man. It's so damn sad Please learn from these people, y'all. Please learn. And for all the married couples out there, don't blow up your marriage. Please don't blow up your marriage for a what if. If you got someone, look, I'm gonna land the plane on this. Nobody is gonna check all your boxes.
Nobody.
Just be content. Just be content with what you got and build with that individual. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it.
You can't have it all. It's literally impossible. You cannot have it all. Like you're asking to be God to have it all. You can't. As a human being, you understand your limitations. You can't have it all. Impossible.
Anyway, guys, with that being said, please, once again, like, subscribe, comment down below if you're new. With that being said, Nick, James, over and out. Jesus is king, y'all.